All right, welcome back to the channel again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all so much for coming over. Now, look, I got this video here. It says Justin Bieber's mom, bad parenting, ruining Justin Bieber's life. Excuse me. Now, I don't know what's going to be shown in this. I don't know if there's going to be clips, but I've actually never really heard her talk about him. So hopefully it's something in here because I'm just trying to understand why, like the why. I just want to hear her say why she allowed him to be in this industry, and if she's close to him as far as did she go to places with him, or was she just did she just ship him off? I gotta know, man, because parenting is everything. Everything, man. So we ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Did you see the Justin Bieber interview with this one guy he did where he's crying?
Yes.
I don't know. Did you see that?
He's talking about Haley and he's like, he's bawling back because he doesn't want
her to know that, she can count on me. But at the end of the day, I don't want.
Okay, so even if this is, because it's looking like it may be some clips put together, as long as they show the mother talking, I'm fine with that. Because
I'm never going to force myself to be in a relationship with her. It has to be natural, right? So I just kind of, let her do her thing. And if she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters and
kind of got to get thick skin, when you're in this industry, and you can't believe most of what you read.
Right, a lot of it's made up.
But I'd say who you surround your child with is the most important thing,
Just when we thought
So that was the mother there saying, who you surround your child, boy. So, I mean, obviously, she looked at these people, how successful and how famous they are. And, because my whole thing is like, she could be young, naive, and be like, yeah, this is Diddy, this is Usher. Like, my son will be okay.
Diddy's shady deals were done, we have Justin Bieber's mom coming up exposing his ungodly things he did to Justin. Countless allegations were getting shot at Diddy, and it became a wake-up call to Patty, realizing that Justin was also a victim during his teenage years.
When you have a son who is a superstar, you've got to think about security and safety. I mean, you've got so many people who want to, see him, be him, marry him, but you also got the crazies out there. Do you worry about his safety?
Of course. I mean, I think every mom worries about their kids. So, but he's got really good security guards and a great team around him that, try to keep him out of dangerous situations. Well, I mean, now that he's
Wow, man. I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to keep pausing this video like this, but she's talking about security as if a lot of them don't be in on it too. Like, does she not know how money talks and BS walks? Wow, dude. This is really explaining a lot for me.
18, I kind of, it's time for me to let go a little. But when he was younger, I couldn't ground him. When you're in this industry and you can't believe most of what you read.
Right, a lot of it's made up, isn't it? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's tough. But, he's held his head high and handled some situations really well.
Known as the supportive mother of Justin since the early days of his career, Patty began to point fingers as she traced down the history regarding Justin's suffering. Even Usher's name was dragged into the scene, leading to more speculations about what other roles he played throughout this mess.
Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him.
Man.
And then he sent him to the diddler.
With numerous issues surfacing against Diddy, it's pretty much obvious that the collateral damage will soon follow. Rumor after rumors dancing in the spotlight, and with pieces of evidence against Diddy, it's only a matter of time before those turn into the truth. Now, what would you do if your son was also a potential victim in this fiasco? That's the question that Patty Millett needs to address. As the spotlight shines bright on Diddy, it also lightens up all the dark schemes that he has been doing behind the scenes. It so happens that the industry connected a lot of artists, and now a rumor has surfaced that Justin was groomed by Diddy. What more Patty does not know about Justin's past? Surely things will get messy as Patty tries to unfold the truth. And with that, let's do a quick rundown of the topic first. Patty Millett, the mother of Justin Bieber, who was just aiming for the bright success of her son's career, was finally woken up by the series of controversies that Diddy has been to, opening up the previous history of Justin Bieber, and now realizing all of the wrongdoings that led to her son's downfall, both in career and mentally. Now, I don't confirm any of the rumors. I'm just discussing what's on the internet. But honestly, the amount of evidence coming up against Diddy, we might know what's the truth. Now, for those who don't know how Diddy is related to Bieber and how he got his hands on him in the first place, we need to rewind a little bit. We're looking back more than a decade ago. Justin Bieber was discovered by an American talent manager, Scooter Braun, back in 2008. Yes, the guy Scooter who has a famous beef with Taylor Swift. Scooter saw a bright future for Justin. And since Justin was still a minor, Scooter reached out to his mom. Now there is an interview clip where Scooter Braun allegedly made an inappropriate joke that explains what Diddy might have done to Bieber. Watch this.
And then I found this little kid on YouTube in the middle of the night, because that's what happens when you're a grown man on the internet in the middle of the night. You stare at a little boy singing and you're like, little boy, come be with me. And
They said he's a producer, right? Not a comedian. I'm just more so like listening to the crowd. This is what I talk about, how I've said it before, how things be hidden in plain sight, right in front of your face. Like, he said that so confidently, so effortless, like it just flowed. And the crowd, first thing they do is just laugh. Wow. That just shows you the confidence in, oh my goodness, man.
And I'm the only person that's never been arrested for doing that. And that was Justin Bieber.
As a mother, Patty wanted the best for Justin since the kid posed a potential talent that could be further polished. She may have good intentions, but her decision made a lot of people raise their eyebrows, especially in today's generation. Maybe it was a bit too naive for Patty's side to send her son to Atlanta at the age of 13, hoping everything would be fine without a parental supervision. They were just recording music. What could go wrong? As a teenager herself, Patty dreamed of becoming an actress, but plans were changed when she became pregnant at 18. She raised Justin alone, although he remains in touch with his father. Patty worked low-paying office jobs to make ends meet, aligning with her history.
Hell, even where is the dad at? Is it? Again, I don't want to sit here and assume or speculate, but we all know that Justin Bieber has a lot of money. And of course, the parents are going to be getting a lot of that. So is that just keeping them quiet? I'm just saying, like, even though he's grown, he's obviously going through something right now. And as a parent, you should be there for your child, no matter how old they are. So I'm just...
Patty probably saw this as an opportunity for Justin to have a better life than her. As Justin's mother, Patty was still required to sign documents for her son as the legal guardian of the upcoming star. However, things quickly change when Usher and Scooter are the ones that mainly supervise Justin, rather than Patty herself.
I would describe her as like the strongest woman that I know. Especially having to hear those things about your son must be hard. She raised me on her own, which is hard. And she moved away from everything she ever knew to come and help me pursue what I love.
In 2009, Patty claimed that no 15-year-old wants to be around his mother 24/7, she said, and no mother wants to be around her 15-year-old 24/7 either. During that time, it seemed her actions made sense to her since she wanted the path for Justin's career. Back then, Patty even let Justin hang out with Diddy for 48 hours, closed doors, and with minimal information shared with the public. Patty herself might even be clueless about what had happened in those 2 days. It was November 10th, 2009, when Justin himself uploaded a 2-minute video of him talking with Diddy, plotting what they would do during that special day. What's even crazier is that the video resurfaced today on YouTube, exactly when countless Diddy was currently facing numerous cases.
I don't have legal guardianship.
We already know.
That's
We've seen that.
Watch it if you have time, and maybe you could see the red is real. Diddy just got arrested for this exact thing. Regardless, the said music just added more fuel to the raging fire against Diddy. With Justin mentioned the paper that was signed, it was Patty Mallet who took part in this role as his guardian. Patty claimed that the conditions were manipulative and coercive, telling us that the contract was designed to exploit the artist's vulnerabilities. Due to the privacy of the contract, the exact words inside of it were never shared in public. However, Patty stated that during the contract signing, she was pressured to agree with the terms since Justin was reaching the peak of his career at that point in time. Patty admitted that she
There it is. Pressure to agree to the terms. Man.
saw the red flags in the music industry in general, where artists were pressured to accept unfavorable terms to achieve their dreams. These practices have been behind the curtains, and Patty was sharing the awareness now since they experienced it firsthand. Yes, it was too late now for Patty to change her views regarding the contract she signed, which snowballed into an abuse she didn't foresee. But as the truth finally bursts into the scene, Patty takes this opportunity to give the justice that they deserve. As of today, a lot of news outlets are trying to ask Justin about the recent controversies about Diddy. Everyone wants to hear a word from him since Justin was one of the people who could expose everything that Diddy did. However, it wasn't the right time for him to address the issue since Justin and Haley had a child recently. Justin said that he just wants to focus on being a great dad and husband for now. As for Patty, it looks like she was ecstatic with the newborn too, showing her proud grandmother's side on the internet as she posted this on her Instagram. Thinking deeper on Patty's side, it's quite hard to just double down on every bit of her decision. Yes, what she did was not right, and she played a role in allowing Justin to experience such things. It's easy to pinpoint all of the wrongdoings she had made, and no amount of justification could reason out her actions. Despite Patty's struggles in raising Justin, some still called her out, saying that it was impossible for her to know nothing about the whole mess, questioning her actions since they believed Patty could have prevented everything back then instead of chiming in at this point in time. They even claimed that Patty only wanted the money back then. Some even stated that Patty should be put in jail too, which sparked some arguments. At the end of the day, those who target the weak should be the one who takes the blame. The industry holds a dark place, and the innocent ones get eaten by the system and abused. Sure, there are enablers who allow these things to happen, but none of those would have happened if were called out immediately. It was poor parental guidance of Patty Mallet to Justin Bieber, as the audience calls her, but they were also victims that were taken advantage of. Try not to miss our next video if you want to stay in the
I'll just say in these comment section as I'm scrolling, they're just going in on her. Just going in. Look, man, You can believe what you want to believe, say what you want to say. At the end of the day, when you think about Diddy, and then you look at that comment Usher made when Howard Stern asked him, would he ever let his kids go to the flavor camp? And he said, hell no. That says it all right there. And basically, she's trying to, I forgot how to say it, but basically, the fame that she wanted, she's living that fame through him. I mean, you know, house, car, just whatever she wants, she can have it. All I'm saying is just look at Justin Bieber today. Look at him. How he's lashing out, crashing out, just looks sick, soulless. It's the price you got to pay. And it might get worse before it get better. But her just like literally saying, here, take my child. It's horrible, man. Horrible. I'm glad I watched this video though, because I don't think I've ever heard her speak. Like, share, comment below, man. Peace out.